What is up, my dudes? It's Pac-Man here, and today I'm bringing you guys my complete routine for warming up and improving your aim with T-Hunt. Unfortunately, Siege doesn't currently have a proper aim trainer or firing range, so all we are left with is T-Hunt. I understand that there are other aim trainers out there, specifically for those who play PC, but I've always been of the notion that training aim in-game far outweighs using dedicated aim trainers, especially when it comes to just warming up your shot and getting used to aiming in Siege. So that's why today I've decided to take you guys along with me while I warm up and get ready for my placement matches for this season. But just a quick disclaimer before we start, I am not claiming to have the world's best aim, nor do I have a background in aim mechanics. This video is purely designed for those of you who simply want a routine to follow that is going to get you both warmed up for your ranked matches and improve your aim over time. Really quickly before we hop in, I just wanted to ask any of you guys who aren't currently subscribed to the channel to consider doing so. I post out 3 new videos every week dedicated to helping you all improve, and as an up-and-coming creator here on YouTube, I really do appreciate each and every subscription. But without wasting any more of your time, let's get straight into how to warm up and improve your aim using T-Hunt. Okay guys, there's a few things I want to touch on just before we start this video. First of all, I just realized it's the new house. The new season's just gone live when I'm recording this. So yeah, it's going to be funky. Don't know where the terrorists are going to be hiding. Whereas, yeah, in the past, I just have my little routes that I go through, but we'll make it work. First thing that I want to touch on is crosshair placement. All right, so when we're doing any of the drills that I speak about throughout this video, you're just going to want to try and maintain head height crosshair placement the entire time, right? What's he doing out here? And this is elevated, right? So we're gonna move it up. So on this ground, crosshair placement's gonna be here, whereas there, crosshair placement's gonna be a little bit higher. So you're gonna have to aim up slightly more. Okay. The second thing that I wanted to speak about is we're gonna be going for headshots only. Oh my God, these guys can't wait. We're gonna be going for headshots only throughout this video. So we're not gonna be trying to shoot for body shots. Yeah, and that's the second point. And the third point is when doing these drills, you're going to want to try and use the movement that you're going to be using in-game, okay? So crouch peeking in and, you know, different things like that. So you're trying to simulate how you would move in-game, okay? All right, and a few more small little things to note is number one, when your hands are cold, you're gonna be less accurate. You're not as fluent. So I would recommend, you know, running your hands under hot water before you start gaming, or potentially get some hand warmers or something along those lines. But cold hands do make you less accurate, so keep that in mind. Number two, it doesn't matter if you don't look flashy or if you don't look, yeah, like, you know, if you're not hitting shots like you see people on YouTube hit shots or anything like that. It's purely here for your own benefit and just so that you can improve your aim from where you currently are, right? So don't feel nervous about having to be at a certain standard. This is why we do this. We do this to improve, so don't be hard on yourself, okay? And number three, this is not for recoil control. I don't do this for recoil control. To be honest, I think the recoil in Siege is quite easy. I can make a separate video on that if you would like me to. But yeah, I don't do this for recoil control. I do this specifically for aim training. All right, guys, the first thing I'll do when I hop into T-Hunt is I'll basically just do nothing in particular. Just run around and try and warm up my shot, right? Use someone nice and easy like Sledge, not a lot of recoil. I play him a decent amount in ranked. So literally just walking around trying to, where is all the terrorists? Trying to walk around and just work on my shot. All right. This is so weird. This whole place is so different. Probably should have played the... Right, and like, I don't do anything in particular. I just kind of run around the map and, yeah, just kind of like get used to my hands on the keyboard and mouse again. Call it like a little practice run, right? Where I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just like, yeah, basically this. So I might switch to the SMG-11 or switch to the pistol if I'm not using Sledge. And I'd spend maybe 2 or 3 runs just kind of messing around and doing whatever I want. Just getting used to being back on the keyboard and mouse for the first time in the day. Alright guys, the next little drill I like to do is basically walking around on single fire rate. So basically what we're going to do is obviously just go for just headshots. You can do it either 2 ways, or you can do it probably multiple ways, like that, sort of like quick scoping where you're popping shots like that, or you can walk around just ADS'd and take a bit more time with each shot. I find I'm not as good at flick aiming when I'm actually in ADS. I like to do it when I'm not ADS'd. Both will have different benefits, right? So that's all you're trying to do. Sometimes I do it. Yeah, sometimes I do it like while on the ADS. It's a little bit more difficult. But really what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to work on my like my micro movements, right? That little micro flick, the flick movements with my wrist, right? Trying to do it snappy and quick. Again, Siege doesn't actually have an aim trainer, as I've told a lot of you, as I said at the beginning of the video. So this is the closest thing we have to like a little flick trainer. All right, next up is basically spray transfers. So again, we're only going for headshots here. We're not going for anything other than headshots, but this time, instead of just trying to do one pops, I'm gonna try and continue firing as I move through, right? So I'm gonna try and go from target to target while still firing. Sort of like that, right? So you're just literally trying to follow the targets. So obviously there's no one there, but you're just trying to follow the targets. Using a gun like Amaro's is good because you have a lot of, you obviously have a lot of bullets in the tank. Same with IQ, obviously, same gun. So you're just trying to like almost like pre-fire and just follow the rhythms, trying to rip it from one head to another, right, while spraying down, because that's it's just good again for working on same thing, flick aiming. That's what a lot of Siege is, working on flick aiming. Alright, so working on flick aiming like that, but then also working on a little bit of recoil control as well, okay? Alright guys, another thing I like to do is basically a little bit of SMG 11 only. So I'm just going to be walking around trying to one-tap, because obviously you have to be a little bit more cautious of how you're positioning yourself. You've only got 17 bullets, really high fire rate, you know, a lot of recoil, so you're really going for one-taps again, but you got to be a little bit more conscious of where your body is, right? And that's why I do it towards the end, so that I take these kind of practices into ranked with me, right? So nothing in particular. You know, you can go for a little bit of recoil control too if you want to, but it's mainly just kind of keeping yourself blocked. What I try and do is always obviously keep myself blocked from as many angles as possible while just going for headshots. Alright guys, and then to finish off the routine, finish off my warm-up in general, sometimes I do the cheeky Braction. Go for the little drone shots. Shout outs to Braction, he's the man. But no, I basically do the same thing that I did at the beginning of the video. I just run through it, I don't focus on any one thing in particular. I just try and get warmed up, right? So I just try and kind of act like I would do in-game and just go for standard shots. I'm not trying to do anything in particular. I'm not trying to work on anything. I'm simply trying to get ready to hop into ranked, right? A little bit of recoil control maybe. What's that guy? That guy's giving me so many issues. What are you doing down here, mate? Yeah, I'm not trying to work on anything in particular. I'm literally just running through, getting warmed up, so that when I hop into ranked, I'm feeling frisky. I'm feeling fine, right? And that's really it. There's nothing too spectacular to T-Hunt. Like I said, if you practice a few of the little techniques and routines that I do in this, you might find that you start landing more headshots, you know, and at the end of the day, in the game of Siege, headshots are everything. I don't practice recoil control whatsoever. To be honest, like I mentioned at the start of this video, I believe headshots are pretty easy in Siege. I literally do this to both get warmed up and to work on just straight standard headshots, alright? That's all I'm looking for. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, I really would appreciate it if you would consider liking the video, dropping a comment down below. Let me know if you have different routines or different things that you work on when you're playing T-Hunt. In the end of the day, like, I'm not trying to stand here and claim to be the best aimer in the world, but I do find that by warming up with this sort of a routine, helps me land more consistent headshots when I hop into my ranked games, right? I spend 15-20 minutes, come on man. I spend 15-20 minutes just doing little routines like this, doing little techniques like this, and then I hop into ranked and do the same thing. Like, you know, not like I run around just headshotting everybody, but I feel warm. I feel good by the time it happens. And I promise you, if you do start doing this, if you add T-Hunted to your daily routine, you will see an improvement in your aim and you will be more consistent in your shooting. Okay, so give it a try and let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know how it goes. But without any further ado, I'm going to get into some ranked games. It's the new season. Let's get the placement matches done. And I wish you guys the best of luck for this season. So without wasting any more of your time, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.